Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to vlog number 4. I did miss last week. I apologize. Um, I think I ended up getting busy with a bunch of stuff, and so I ended up running out of time making this video. So I'm making this video now. So let's see, life of a hardcore raider. That's the topic of this vlog. Um, Basically, I wanted to sit down and describe to you guys, at least what I believe, and I would say a few others believe, what it takes to be a hardcore raider. And I may get some flack here about, some things I say, but, you know, you know me. So basically, in my opinion, life as a hardcore raider requires a few things. Um, Dedication being the number one thing. You have to have dedication to be a hardcore raider. You have to be able to last through those days of wiping on one single boss over and over and over again. Um, you know, Being able to play at the same level every single time. And you guys watch me. I make mistakes just like any other person would. I try to uh, minimize those mistakes every time. And you know, one thing that I would say that would separate a hardcore raider from a casual raider is the ability to make a mistake and then learn quickly from that mistake, so you don't do it again. Or say, you let a dot fall off in this one phase. Next time you do that phase, you won't make that same mistake. And uh, and then another thing uh, that I would say that separates about mistakes is being a fast learner for those mistakes. Uh, I think I already said that, but that's okay. You need to definitely learn from those mistakes as fast as possible, so you don't make them again. And then the next thing I would say is learning your class. And a lot of people are like, oh well, I look at a guide that tells me how to play class and done, and that's all they do. Now, however, a hardcore raider, they're going to read that guide, okay, and then on top of that, then they're even going to go into forums. They're going to go through all these forums and check out, okay, well, what is this guy saying? What is this guy saying? But also being able to theory craft. Theory crafting is huge for a hardcore raider. Um, when I played a mage, I talked to one of my mage buddies, who is also in the same 25-man guild I'm in, and I also talked to the other mage buddy that I have in my 10-man guild. We always sat there back and forth. What would be good for this fight? Should I use this? Should I use this glyph? Should I hold on to this pyroblast proc or something like that? And now that I'm playing a warlock, I talk to Rila all the time about, okay, well, what talent would be good for this fight? When exactly should I refresh my dots? When is the most optimized time to refresh my dots? Doing things like that, number crunching. Okay, well, I've got this proc and this proc, and I do, I refresh my dots here, but then I get this proc right after the other ones fall off. Do I refresh my dots? Is it mathematically better to refresh the dots when this proc happens, or is it not? Should I just let them go? Things like this definitely separate a casual raider from a hardcore raider. Um, Basically, what I'm saying is, you know, just showing up all the time doesn't make you a hardcore raider. It doesn't. Not in my opinion. Not in my book. Um, Showing up and giving it 110% and learning from those mistakes and number crunching, etc. That's what really makes a hardcore raider, um, and that's what separates the hardcore raiders from the casual raiders. I have friends that are casual raiders, and I have friends that are hardcore raiders. I got friends in Blood Legion. I've got casual people who they've just cleared normal normal raids just now. You know, do I look down upon those people? No, I don't. Not at all. Um, in my opinion, what makes the game fun at that point? If you don't enjoy the hardcore environment, by all means, um, don't. Don't. It's not a bad thing um, at all. Um, another thing that in this, there's always um, a bad look upon it is, dealing with critique. There's different way raid leaders critique people. By flat out saying, yelling at them, etc., and telling them you're doing wrong, and they you have to sometimes look past the yelling and understand that what they're saying is they have good intentions. They're just upset that you haven't learned these, or they're upset that to them maybe it feels like you didn't put in the time to learn your class because or a mechanic because uh, you were lazy or something like that. That's why you see a lot of hardcore raiders, they get upset, and it's not because they're raging all the time. And sure, yes, it's considered raging. I get that, but it's because people, and you've heard me rage. It's not because like that's what I like doing. I don't like raging, but it feels to me that okay, well, I put in this time, I put in this effort to learn this mechanic or learn this class, etc., and then that person hasn't. It's a little like, okay, well, it feels like that person doesn't care enough. People who hardcore raid, they want the same thing, anyone else does. They want to kill the pixel bosses, they want to get the pixel loot, etc. But they want to be good at it. They want to be very good at it, and they want the people that they're around to be good at it. And that's what really separates is, okay, yes, we all know this is a hobby, but some people take it a lot more seriously. They want to be good at their hobbies. It goes same thing with any other video game that has a competitive end to it. Look at first-person shooters, MLG. It's the same thing. When I was an MLG player, when I was a CS player, I was good at what I did because I focused hard on it and I learned I learned the maps, and that's just like learning the mechanics of a boss fight. And so that's what I really consider, a hardcore raider is someone who really puts in the time and dedication towards it that any other hardcore raider would, and that's my thoughts on it. It's not just about showing up all the time. It's not just, raiding for 4 hours a day for 4 days a week thing. It's taking the time and effort outside of that raid time to learn what you need to learn. Going to PTRs, going to betas, looking at forums, etc. All of that stuff plays into, being a hardcore raider. And, that's my thoughts on it. Once again, guys, leave your comments. If you have any questions you want to ask that you want me to answer in the next video, please feel free. Or I'll just keep randomly talking about different subjects. I'm going to end this vlog here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you find out when my next video comes out. And don't forget to watch me live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/digitaladdiction. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter as well. Thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. And good luck at killing the pixelated bosses or killing those people. Good night, guys.